Hi flower pots, it's your Auntie Nelly. How are we all? Hello, it's 12 noon. It is Sunday service. How are we? Who's joining me? Give me a like, give me a love, give me a share. Let me know where you're watching me from. I am in the kitchen and I've took myself to my very own kitchen table. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be watching me from. Bronwyn Harrison, thank you so much for the gorgeous, gorgeous birthday flowers. Thank you all so much for your gorgeous birthday wishes this week. I am now 46. Can you imagine it? Can you believe it? I'm 46. And here within the United Kingdom, it is Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to one and all. I'm especially thinking of the mothers who've lost the children, the mothers who have lost mothers, anybody who has lost a mother, those strained relationships that we have with our mums, mothers who have strained relationships with the children, those who have chosen not to be mothers, those yearning to be mothers, those mothers who have babies in heaven, and to all the dads out there that do both jobs. Foster carers, stepmoms, surrogate mums, role models, whoever you are, happy Mother's Day to you all. Okay, so I'm thinking of each and every one of you. If you're seeing your mum today through a window, then don't feel daft, don't feel like you're on your own. They've protected us all our life and it's time for us to protect them. Here within the Auntie Nelly household, we are in isolation because I've got chronic brittle asthma, so I am vulnerable. There are no symptoms at the moment and we're using our common sense, washing our hands often, and ending up with quite cracked hands, so I'm using lots of hand cream. But I just wanted to point out that I'm not actually going to dismiss this for one moment. So the stay at home advice would be you'll need to stay at home if you've had symptoms of the coronavirus or you live with someone who does. Staying at home would mean not going to work, not going to school, not going to public areas, not using public transport or taxis, not having visitors such as your friends and family round, not going out to buy food, collecting medicine, order them online, get somebody to drop it off on your front door. You can use your garden if you've got one, and you can certainly go out safely and still have some exercise as long as you stay at least 2 meters away from other people. Okay, if you do need further advice or you feel that you've got the symptoms, there's a fantastic online thing you can do on 111 here in the UK. If you have symptoms of coronavirus, you'll know that you'll need to stay at home for 7 days. After 7 days, if you don't have a high temperature, you do not need to stay at home. If you still have a high temperature, then yes, use your common sense. If you do live with someone who has the symptoms, then you need to stay at home for 14 days. Stay at home, stay safe, protect the NHS. If our frontline workers such as doctors, nurses, carers, delivery drivers, Amazon people, people in the prison system, whoever is classed as our frontline workers are going to work to protect us, please stay home and protect them. I don't know how else to explain it, but if you have symptoms and you live with a vulnerable person who is over 70 or pregnant or has a long-term condition, has a weakened immune system, such as like my mum, who's had cancer, therefore she had chemo, low immune system, stay away from that person. FaceTime, text, phones, you know, we live in a world now where we can contact people on the other side of the world. There's people on here watching me now internationally, so we can do that. And the quicker we do that and the quicker we have that as our daily habit, the quicker this is all going to be over. So please, please, please stay safe, stay home, use your common sense, keep washing your hands and sing happy birthday. So that's all I can say at the moment. Do you all still want to see reviews? I don't know what to do for the best at the moment. Do you want me to do reviews? What kind of reviews do you want me to do? Do you still want Sunday service? Do you still want night time with Nelly? Do you still want me to come to you? Because at the moment, everybody is just bothered about antibacterial sanitizer and toilet rolls. I didn't know that diarrhea was a symptom of the coronavirus. Now, don't get me wrong, if you're in isolation, you're a family of 200, I get why you might need 17 million toilet rolls. But we're stocking up on things like non-perishables, stuff for, obviously, Hartley's dog food, stuff that we're going to need, like soups and things. Toilet rolls hasn't really come into it. But then again, we are only a family of 2. My Olivia came home for a short visit and is now stuck in isolation with me. So, yes, nighttime with Nelly will proceed, Sunday services will proceed, and I'll just try and do the best I can with the reviews I've got, depending on whether Amazon will still deliver or not. Okay, so let me just talk about my hair, the crown, the glowing crown on my head. My hair is now absolutely finished. So if you remember, I had very long, very black hair. So I had to go through a process of getting it a lot lighter, okay? And that was for me a social experiment that none of you knew about. And yeah, I went very, very light in order to be able to achieve this brown caramelly look, okay? So it was interesting to see how many people felt that they could comment on when I had a blonde hair. And it just made me think, I mean, it's water off a duck's back with me, it doesn't matter. It never changed me whether I had black hair, long hair, curly hair, short hair, no hair, blonde hair, ginger hair. But lots of people had an opinion on this. And it just makes me think that if there is people out there that have lost their hair due to certain treatments, if there's people out there who've dyed the hair and it's gotten a bit wrong, but they still need to face the public, how judgmental are some people? If there's somebody walking down the street and they've dyed the hair a luminous green, no, that wouldn't be for me. But they might be really happy with that. Or they may have had some sort of experiment with hair dye. It's gone wrong. They're doing the best to go out in public. Please don't judge. Please be kind. Kind. So I think I've covered all the mothers today that I'm thinking of. My ring's here, Terry. The camera's on a flip, so you'll think I'm wearing it on the wrong hand. I've covered what I think to be best advice on COVID-19. And yeah, if you want me still around online for you, I'm more than happy to do that. But yeah, the hair thing has been many a conversation with me and my loved ones, and how many people have judged me because of my hair. Good God, what world do we actually live in? Does it matter? Does it matter if I shaved all my hair off? Does it matter? No. Does it matter if I lost my hair? No. Does it matter if it were long and curly? Does it matter if it's ginger? Does it matter if it was peroxide blonde? No. People are allowed to do what they want, when they want, and leave them the fuck to it. There we go. And today is Sunday service, so without further ado, shall we have a bit of light-hearted Dear Auntie Nellies, shall we? I've had a little chat this morning with my neighbours over at Fence, well within the 2 metres. Do a makeover, reviewing the highlight of the makeup you used. Yes, that's fine. Yeah, I could do a makeup. This is me wearing makeup. This is me at my best. That's about as good as it gets. You've certainly changed your looks this past year. Yeah, but why not? I was in, I won't say a comfort zone, but I was stuck in a rut. And yeah, I wish I'd done it years ago. I really do. So yeah, welcome everybody to your Auntie Nellie's Sunday service. So because we're going through very uncertain times at the moment, I think reading out other people's problems is a problem shared, is usually a problem solved, and we all give each other advice. And I'll also say that it makes us stop thinking about our own problems at the moment, like people going out and thinking that they'll never be able to shop again. I mean, I don't understand, but I've seen some things on Facebook this morning that people are queuing round the block to get into Asda's, Morrison's, Tesco's. They're not keeping the 2 metre social distance. They're not doing that. And then they're taking everything that's on the shelves. You've got your NHS workers who can only nip in for that hour. There's fuck all left for them. And then you've got other people who are buying all the paracetamol, which would normally be 30p, and they're like $12.99 in a corner shop. So the world has gone mad. Okay. So that's all I have to say. So that's my opinion on it, is shop for need and not for greed. Okay? Oh. Dear Auntie Nelly, let's start. Let's go. Did I thank you all for my birthday wishes? Did I? Yeah, I did. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Dear Auntie, oh, by the way, I'm wearing my new contact lenses. I'm trialling them. They're very focal, monofocal. And I think I can't see, so I'm like this and I'm like that. But actually, I just need to get used to the nodding dog. Because anyway, so if you see me doing a lot of that and a lot of this, I'm trying my hardest. I'll probably just go back to my glasses. Anyway, dear Auntie Nelly, my husband and I have been together for more than 10 years. We have 3 children. Our oldest son doesn't know that my husband is not his real dad. We met when he was only a baby. Oh, his real dad disappeared and never wanted to do anything with him. We think now he's a teenager that maybe we should tell him about his real father, but not sure how to do this. And should we just tell him or all 3 kids? Oh, Does it really matter? Does it really matter who your dad is, as long as they're bringing you up and they're a good role model in your life? Kudos to your husband for taking you on with a small baby and bringing up as his own. It's a difficult one because you don't want to sort of maybe face the questions, because if you sit said child down and say, listen, I need to tell you that your dad's not your dad, even though your dad is your dad, but biologically he's not your dad, what questions is he going to ask you? He may say, I want to know who my real dad is. Do you have enough information to feed it with him? I always think honesty is the best policy, but it's how we deliver such a message. And I really wouldn't sit everybody around the kitchen table. I would just tell that child, the one who's, I'm going to have to put some more hand cream on because they're well dry with all this washing my hands. You need to tell him, absolutely, but it's how you do it. And I wouldn't, honestly, tell him with the other 2. I'd tell him firstly. And I'd say to him, look, I had you with another man who was your biological father, but now, you know, he didn't want any part of your life. I was lucky to meet your dad now, and he may not be your biological father, but he's never treated you any differently. What do you want to do about this? Because we feel you should know. How do you feel about this? Give the child time to reflect, to maybe absorb what you're telling them. And, you know, at the end of the day, the child may ask some questions. Depending on the child, they may start, don't you tell me what to do, you're not even my dad. You've got a lot of things that could come out this can of worms, but that can of worms does need opening, and you do need to be honest with your son. You do, and the quicker the better. And then once they've absorbed the information, they've asked all the questions, you've helped as much as you can, then you tell the other 2 children. If your son wants to, because he may say, look, I'm fine with it, let's just keep it as it is and crack on, and may feel that the other 2 don't need to know because, you know, you need to do that with his permission. So I hope that's the right answer, because it's a difficult one, and I can understand why you may not have told him before, because children have to get to a level where they feel comfortable, or you feel like they're mature enough to take on such information. But yeah, I mean, before he actually gets to an age where he's asking for passports and seeing different names in things, then yeah, I'd definitely tell him now. But just you, your partner and your child at the table, and then take it from there. And I think it's right to do that. I think it's responsible of you. So yeah, Thank you very much, Jacqueline Rainbow. What a lovely name, Mrs. Rainbow. Right, dear Auntie Nelly, if you are watching me on replay or if you're only just joined and you can watch this when I finish, I have given you some advice on the COVID-19 and I have thanked everyone for my birthday wishes, and I have also wished Happy Mother's Day to not just my mum and mothers, but to lots of different people. So I just want to let you know that I haven't forgot these people, okay? Dear Auntie Nelly, my employer has always bought everyone's dinner on a Friday. Oh, Chippy Friday. The problem is that I now follow a vegan diet due to health reasons. The HR manager responsible for the lunch knows this, but says that she can't mess around trying to find vegan options. So I often end up going out and buying my own lunch. Is it reasonable for me to expect a free lunch to accommodate my dietary restrictions, or am I looking a gift horse in the mouth? Can you not just have chips if you're vegan? I think you can just have chips. If they're doing Chippy Friday and you're vegan and you're following a vegan diet, can you not just have like chips, half a portion of chips? If you're like doing a vegan diet for health reasons but you're also looking to lose weight, you know, you could have chips. You're not asking her. Tell her that she's a bit, maybe she thinks, oh God, there's no lettuce in a chippy, because that's what my mum thinks, that vegetarian and vegans just eat spinach. So maybe just say to her, look, I know I'm following a vegan diet, but I can have chips, and give her a little list, let her know. Maybe a little bit of information. Hartley's just scratching, he wants to come in. Come on then, in you come. So maybe educating people on that I think vegans can have chips. So enjoy your chips, and am I looking a gift horse in the mouth? Well, there is still stuff you can have from a chip. Hello. Bear with me, because Hartley just wants to say hello. Come and say hello to all the flower pots. Say hello, everybody. Say Happy Mother's Day. Say Happy Mother's Day to all you mummies and everybody who wants to be a mummy, and all them mummies who were not a mummy but wanted to be one, and to all them babies in heaven who are not here to sit on your knee today, and to all the foster mums, and to all the step mums, and to all the surrogate mums, and to all the daddies who were also mummy. Say it then. That's what he did. Oh, he's a beautiful baby boy in the world. Did you just want to say hello to everybody? Yeah. Do you know that vegans can have chips, Hartley? He does, yeah. Right, so there we go. Depends on what type of fat they cook in it, Nelly. Absolutely, Elaine, I get it. But if she educates the HR manager a bit more, maybe the HR manager thinks they don't sell fucking spinach in a chippy. She might just think that. So I think don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Join in with everybody. It's a social event, and I doubt you'll be having chippy for a while anyway, because you're probably at home isolating. Dear Auntie Nelly, my husband, no. Dear Auntie Nelly, it's these very focal monofocals. Dear Auntie Nelly, I am the oldest of 7 and the only one with a good job. All right. I'm married and my husband has a good job too. I'm still close to all my family, and we often go out for family dinners with our mum and dad, who are now retired. We usually pay for mum and dad as they are on a pension. But my siblings, I love that word, sibling, live day to day. Even though they could work, they choose not to, so they live on benefits. It's now started with me and my hubby footing the bill for everyone. I don't mind treating my family sometimes, but I hate the expectation. I hate the joking as well at the dinner table. Since I earn so much money, I can pay for everyone. Last week we decided not to go out as we went away for my birthday. Happy birthday, anonymous flower pot. This resulted in my sister texting me to say that I was being selfish as she didn't have anything in and wouldn't be able to eat that day. She was relying on us to take her out. I just don't know what to do. I love my family, but it's just getting ridiculous. What do? I don't want to fall out with them. What a difficult one. So you've got your mum and dad, take them out for the dinner, and you don't mind paying for them because they're on a pension. Get that. They've probably paid for loads of things in the past for you, and it's now time for you to maybe pay back. As for your brothers and sisters, they're cheeky fucking bastards. Nothing in life comes for free. Do they not even offer to buy you a drink? Do they not say, listen, Flower, you pay for a meal every week. I'll pay for my own this week. I can't afford to pay for everybody's, but I'll pay for my own. Or if you're paying for it, we won't have a starter, a pudding and a main. You know what I mean? Why are they not working? They choose not to work, but they could. You worked hard for your money, as we all do, whether it be big income or a little income. Going out with your family is a treat. And it's nice that you don't mind treating them now and again, but it shouldn't be an expectation. How cheeky of them. How fucking cheeky of them. I would now put in the WhatsApp family group or whatever you've got and say, listen, under the circumstances, I went away for my birthday, my husband took me away, and I believe none of you got to eat that day. I didn't know that I was responsible for your diet. Therefore, I will not be going out in future. I will, however, be taking mum and dad out. And if any of you want to come, please feel free to, but you will be paying for your own. Hope this message doesn't offend, and if it does, off you fuck. You've had your free ride and it stops here, because I am not being made to feel guilty or selfish by not taking you out on a certain day because I went and enjoyed my birthday. So I'd sent a group message to everybody, and she's actually shot herself in the foot because it were only a week off, wasn't it? And I'm glad this has happened, because had you have not had that week off and she hadn't messaged you, you'd still be fucking Billy Big Balls and having to pay for everybody's dinners every fucking Sunday, and it's not fair. It is not fair. Just because you've got more money than them doesn't mean to say that your money entitles them for a free ride. And if they do want to eat, they've got to get a job and they've got to come off benefits and they've got to look after themselves. And when you are on benefits, you should be budgeting. Benefits, the benefits in this country, I'm not sure about everybody else's, but the benefits in this country are to get you through hard times. They are not an expectation. They're not, I finished school now, I'll go out dole and they expect, you know, our government to actually pay you for doing fuck all. So no, I'm sorry, but you put a stop to it now. If anybody disagrees with that, that's fine. But that's what I do. That is exactly what I would do. It stops here now. What you decide to do for mum and dad's up to you. Your brothers and sisters want to come along, they paid for the fucking own. And if they can't afford to, you'll see them another time. Yeah? Oh, restaurant's closed now anyway, so. Moving on. Dear Auntie Nelly, I don't know if I'm getting, I don't know what I'm doing here for these very focals. Anyway, I am so grateful to my partner. We have been together for 32 years now. Fucking hell, what's your secret? I think people who've been married a long time and like have been married forever and like, I think they must have separate bathrooms. I think the secret to staying married a long time is separate bathrooms. Anyway, and separate rooms, separate houses, separate postcodes. Anyway, it wasn't that long ago that I made sure that he would be financially secure if anything happened to me. So I put him in my will. I have no children, so it made sense. Since then, I have found out he was left a house by his late aunt and has changed his will. Also, but only to say that his daughters would be beneficiaries should he die. What about me, I asked. He said, oh, you'll be all right, won't you? You've got loads of money. I don't want him to die, but I got thinking, and what he said really hurt. I don't want the money or the house, but the fact that he hasn't included me makes me think I should change mine again. What do you think? You know what, when we come to talk about money, whether it's with family, friends, partners, whoever, money is cheap. Talking about money is cheap, and wills. It's your will, it's your estate, it's your, if you've got anything to leave in this day and age, well done. But yeah, why wouldn't you want to leave it to your children? Because even though I am happily engaged and I will get married, whatever is mine, and what's his is mine, I'm joking. But whatever is mine would be left to my daughter to make sure that if I do perish, she would be left in a situation where she can manage. Okay, if I have surplus, if I have billions, I haven't, but if I did, of course, then I'd want to leave a little bit to my husband, who is 9 years younger, but that doesn't mean to say that I'll die first. But yeah, my daughter is my absolutely everything. So yeah, she's the only person in my will. She'd be the only person in my will. And now you changing your will because you're not in his will. How fucking old are you? If you've been together for 32 years, I reckon like you're quite like mature. So act it. Act it. And if you really don't want to leave your house to him or your money, don't. Leave it to Cat's Home or something because you've fucking nobody else to leave it to. Leave it to charity. But don't change your will now just because he's thinking of his children. Yeah? Because if my partner, my husband-to-be said, oh, you're leaving everything to Olivia and nothing to me, I'd be thinking, why are you fucking marrying me? Are you marrying me because you think that I'll die first and you're going to fucking get something? Fuck off, flower. It all goes to Olivia. If you don't like it, don't marry me because you're not getting a fucking penny. And the fact that we've mentioned it and we've had to talk about it, there's a problem, isn't there? There's something in the back of that mind. It's like prenups and things. They fucking freak me the fuck out, prenups. I want you to marry me for me. Marry me for love, not marry me and then think, I'll marry you, but if it goes wrong, you're not having out. Or I'll marry you, but if we divorce, I want so much. I know it's a sensible thing to do, but it's not a nice thing to do. Yeah, my apologies, I'm wearing new contact lenses. They're very focal, monofocal, and I'm having to wear them to see if I can get used to them. So at the moment, you see me do that. You see me doing the nodding dog, and you're seeing me looking like I don't know what's going on. That's fuck all to do with contact lenses. So yeah, I would say that wills and money and who you leave it to is your prerogative, but certainly don't be changing your will just because you're not in his will. It's a bit peevish and it's a bit childish, really. But yeah, what do we think? I think leave your will as it is, and should you decide to change it for the better because you think, do you know what? Help the Aged or NSPCC or RSPCA have been right good and I'd love to leave him a bit of something, then do. But don't take him out your will unless you're no longer together and he wrongs you. But him leaving something for his girls is not wronging you. I think that's a responsible thing to do, and he's a parent, and yeah, he's a parent and he's looking after his children as I would my daughter. So if anyone thinks I'm wrong, yeah, please pop it in the comments. How's the loo paper situation going on there? I think people are forgetting that we've got places like local shops and petrol stations and pharmacies. They've got loo paper. So yeah. Auntie Nelly, I'm in a right mess. Oh, God. I lied to my fiance about money and the debts that I have. Oh. I nearly did a burp then. Fourth coffee. Hang on. Oh, I did a burpee hiccupy. Hiccupy. I'm in a right mess. I've lied to my fiance about money and debts that I have at work. He has now called off our wedding. Oh. He says he doesn't know if he can get over this broken trust and needs time to think about it. If he can get past the broken trust part, as everything else was perfect between us. I hope in time he will be able to forgive me. Oh, but for now he doesn't want to speak to me or answer any of my messages. A previous partner lied to him, you see, and cheated on him. Yes, I also lied, so we didn't get accepted for the mortgage we wanted. But I never cheated. My only crime was that I didn't tell him about my financial past. What can I do? Oh. Once again, money, talking about money, money's cheap. We've all got things in our past that we're not proud of. Maybe you were irresponsible. It doesn't make you a bad person. Why didn't you tell your partner? Is it something you're ashamed of? Is it something you thought, shit, he never needs to know? When we come to applying for mortgages, they do this thing called credit checks. And it's probably best then to say, listen, we're going for a mortgage. Is it going to be joint? Because I'm a bit worried about these defaults and these CCJs, and he could have said, what do you mean? Well, I didn't think it were a problem, but I might have had some years ago. Maybe then you could have had a look at your credit report together and gone, all right. It's not like you've cheated on him, no, but he's obviously really, really wary about people lying to him. And you haven't really lied, you just didn't tell him. And do we ever tell our partners about our credit history until it crops up? So what did you do when you were looking for the mortgage? Did you sit there, cross your fingers and hoping that it wouldn't come up? Everything always comes out in the wash. So we don't sit our partners down and we don't say, hi, when I was 12, this happened. When I was 13, 14, we don't do that. But as we go along our relationships, that's how we find out things from each other. So we would have had the conversation. It would have been the ideal job then to say, do you think they'll do a credit check? Why? What are you bothered about? Well, I was a bit of a fucking dick when I was 17. I took out a load of credit cards, me, and went fucking shopping to fucking Miss Selfridge, and I don't think I paid them back, and what do you think? And he could have said, oh, fucking hellfire. Well, you won't be first, you won't be last. But now it's come as a shock, and he's thinking, you've lied. You haven't lied, really. You've just kept it away from him because you didn't think it were ever going to be a thing. But when we start putting roots down with another person, such as mortgages, renting, joint bank accounts, bills, these things are quite important. So maybe he's not answering any of your messages, having a think. Get him told. Write a letter, send a card, and just say, listen, I was just stupid then, and I've been daft now. I didn't realise it were going to affect anything. And now that I know it is, what can we do about it? I love you. You must have loved me by putting a ring on my finger and saying we'd get married. I'm sorry. What can we do? I don't want to lose you. Just be honest. Show him your vulnerability. Show him that you're willing to maybe correct your credit file. Maybe have a look and see what's still there pending. And tell him that you'll never, ever, ever keep anything from him again. Lots of people get embarrassed about the credit rating, the fact that they may have to go into a debt management plan, the fact that they've got an IVA, the fact that they go bankrupt. And at the moment, it is a worry that everybody's got with the way things are. We've shut clubs, pubs, restaurants. People are not earning what they were earning. People are worried now they're going to be able to pay the rent. Are we going to be able to pay our mortgages? It's nothing to be embarrassed about. Everybody can fall on hard times. And if you did it stupidly because you were young, because credit card companies and whatever throw fucking all sorts at you as soon as you become 18, it's a mistake you made. You'll never do it again. And can I just say, no matter who is watching, what status you are, unless you've got a load of money in your bank account and you're going to have to be delving into your savings to live for the next uncertain terms, whether it be 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, we're only ever 2 months away from being homeless, okay? And I really do have a massive worry about the homeless. Where are they supposed to go to self-isolate, Boris Johnson? Because not once, in every day I've watched you, have you mentioned them. Not once have you mentioned our homeless community. You've told us to stay home, stay safe, isolate, look after each other. What are we doing for the homeless, Boris Johnson? I ask you that. I sit here and ask you, where the fuck are they supposed to go to isolate? Where the fuck are they supposed to go and get some soup and bread when you shut everything? So I hope you sat there, been quiet this weekend, because that's what you're thinking about. I pray that's what you're thinking about. I'll just get off my orange box now and carry on, shall I? Yeah, so, dear Auntie Nelly, my sister met a man on holiday. Oh, holiday romance in Morocco. And now she is converting to Islam and has gone over there to live with him. All this happened in 5 short months. Crikey. We are both 18-year-old twins and have always been so close. He is 23. She had only been there. Hey, now then, Darren Russell, you'd be surprised what celebrities watch Sunday service at night time with Nelly. You'd be fucking surprised. I doubt Boris Bojo's watching. I doubt Bojo is watching. But if Bojo is watching, or anybody that knows him personally, just ask him that little question from your Auntie Nelly. Anyway, so we've always been right close, blah, blah, blah. He is 23. She's only been there for 3 days and he threw a big engagement party. Oh, while she was holidaying with his family. She thought this was hilarious. Oh, God, she's lost her mind. She doesn't speak... Oh, she didn't know most of the guests and he didn't invite her parents or any of our family. Our parents, I think she means. She doesn't... oh, I'm choking. She doesn't speak his language and his family don't speak English, so she couldn't talk to anybody. Other friends, family and our parents are worried sick. We've even contacted the British Embassy and they say because she's there of her own free will and is 18, it's her choice. Each time we try and Skype her, he is there and it's like he's monitoring everything we say and she's saying. She's very headstrong and doesn't see any of the negative sides of the religion. And just keeps saying, don't worry, if I marry him and hate him, I'll just divorce him. Ha ha ha. How can we make her see this is no laughing matter? It's not hilarious. We just wanted to come home and forget all this ever happened. Please help. Oh, now then. So you went on your holidays to Morocco with your twin sister. You're both 18. She's met up with a Moroccan man. He's 23. She's gone back out there. Is that a dry cough or is the phlegm? I don't know. Oh. COVID-19. I'm begging of you, please. Don't hit me. Right, so... yeah, so then she's fucked off back to Morocco, got there 3 days later, he's thrown a big engagement party, she ain't got a fucking clue what's going on, finds it hilarious. I think most 18-year-olds would find that hilarious because she's in an unknown country with unknown people and she's thinking what the fuck's going on. Yeah, it'd be right, if we get married, don't like him, we can divorce him. I don't really think the religion here is a thing. There's good and bad in every religion, there's good and bad in every country, there's good and bad in every people. So I wouldn't really concentrate too much on that. I'd concentrate much on, does she actually know what she's doing? Because we should never ever be getting married to somebody thinking, oh, if I marry him I don't like him and divorce him. We get married to people because we can't imagine the rest of our life without them. Is she mature enough to get married at 18? I know that you said that you're 18, but are you the mature 18 and she's a daft 18? Even though you're twins, how different are you? Is there anything you can do? Can you not go out there and just say, listen, I need to sit in a room with you and give your head a shake? She's only known him 3 days this time. It was a holiday romance. You know, I think regardless of the religion, I'd still feel quite concerned for somebody who went to America or Canada, whether it be a Mormon, a Jehovah's Witness, a Roman Catholic, whatever it may be, it would concern me. So the religion here isn't an issue. The fact that she's wanting to convert to Islam, she may have made a real connection with that and think, this is the path for me. Who are we to judge? I'm not asked about a change in religion. I'm not asked. I'm asked about the fact that she's gone. If it all goes wrong, I'll just divorce him. Really? What? In a country that you don't really know the laws? In a country where you've got no help and support? In a country where you don't know anybody and nobody can understand you? That's the bit we need to be pointing out. So, certainly, the British government are not... the British Embassy is saying she's here of her own free will. No one's making her stay here. There's nothing we can do. There's something as a family you can do. Pack your bags when it's safe to travel. Fuck off over there if you haven't already and sit her down in a room and explain to her. And if she says, listen, I'm 18, it's what I want to do, then get to know him, get to know his family, make sure that she's going to be well supported and safe. Have they got money in the account to be able to feed her and clothe her? She's 18. She's going to carry on with her studies. What's she going to do for work? Is he thinking of coming over here? We need a little bit more than 3 days after happy engagement. And ha ha ha. Yeah, I'll fucking ha 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 her. I'll be dragging her back, scruffing her neck, but she's not my child and she's not my twin. Honest to God, bloody holiday romances. Everything's lovely on holiday, isn't it? I have a friend, right, she went away to Greece and she loved it, absolutely loved it. And then she come home and sold her house and said, I'm going living in Greece. And I was like, oh God, aren't you lucky? That's lovely. Sounds brilliant. When she got over to Greece, she didn't fucking like it because it's not an holiday, is it? It's not an holiday when you're going on holiday. You pack your bag, you've got your bikini, you've know what to do. When you go into that country and you're having to work in it, find a job, clean your house, get used to people that you've never met before, try and speak a language that you don't really understand, make friends with people who you can't communicate with. It's a little bit difficult, internet. So, you know, she's still in holiday mode. When holiday mode stops and you've got to find a job, you're washing up, you're making meals, you're not seeing your partner as much, you know, and she takes the rose-tinted sunglasses off, I think we'll find that she's no longer ha-ha-haing. Yeah? I could be wrong, but, you know, anyway. Dear Nelly, my boyfriend of 2 years decided to quit me, as you say. Yeah, okay. We've never had any problems, just little arguments. Our relationship, I thought, was fine. His reason was that he didn't want to be tied down and wanted to travel and maybe move abroad. Okay. I have spent many a night crying about this, and 8 months on, I felt like I was turning a corner. I downloaded Tinder. Oh, Jesus Christ. Then you turn another corner. Just to see what this was about. Oh, yeah, I've heard that. That old chestnut. Oh, it's only to see who's on there. Yeah. The first person to pop up, unbelievable, was my ex. So I decided to swipe right, which was the worst thing I could have done because he still has not matched with me. I now feel like I've now been rejected by him all over again and I'm at square one. Oh, for fuck's sake. I believed his reason for ending our relationship, but now I see him on a dating site. I know he was just lying. How can I try and mend my broken heart a second time? Why would you want to match with somebody who quit you? Why? Do you think that maybe he's like changed his mind? Does it matter if he said, right, I'm quitting you because I want to concentrate on my career, I want to go travelling, I want to meet other people, I don't want to be tied down. And then 3 weeks later he meets the love of his life, or 3 weeks later he thinks, actually, no, I would like a girlfriend, I just didn't want her. Why have you then matched him? If we see exes on Tinder, plenty of fish, in the supermarket, in the park, they're exes for a fucking reason. You stay the fuck away from them, okay? He wasn't that into you then. He's not going to be that into you now. So if you do see him, unmatch him. Get rid of him. Don't sit there every day waiting for him to pop up. It's a match. Get out there and meet people. Not at the moment. No, I think dating apps are going to really go through the roof because we're not allowed to go out there and meet people. But yet you have put yourself in this position. We only ever attract things that we allow to happen to us. So you've allowed yourself because you feel down on yourself. You're low in confidence, you're low in self-esteem. You can't quite believe that he did actually quit you. So you're wanting to sort of appease yourself by thinking, he'll match with me and everything's going to be okay. Because even though you have turned a corner slightly in 8 months, you're probably still madly in love with him. So you've got to ask yourself, are you even ready to start dating? Get rid of Tinder. Work on yourself. Use this time on you. Find out what you want. Get some new hobbies. Read some books. Listen to different music. Dance like a lunatic. Do things for you. Don't be swiping right on your exes, ever. If I can tell you something, do not ever, ever be swiping right on your exes. And the majority of people who are on Tinder, they don't want to be tied down anyway. They just want to fuck. You can get a fuck within 30 minutes on Tinder. Believe me, there'll be no self-isolation for them lot. Oh, no. Absolutely fucking not. No, will they fuck? No, they'll be round at each other's houses within a right swipe and a match. So yeah, so how do you mend your broken heart? Get rid of Tinder. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Work on yourself. Find out what you really want. Find out what you want in a partner. Because you're craving that affection. You're craving being with somebody. And then make a list. Make a list. list of what you're looking for, what you want. And when you feel ready, I'm not saying Tinder's be all and end all, and I'm not saying that it's a bad thing or a good thing. It works for some, it doesn't for others. Just take it lightheartedly. And when you're ready to date, don't be frightened of when we're no longer in self-isolation of going out there. Because I really do believe that when all this nonsense is over, we're going to know each other a lot better, our families. We're going to start appreciating handshakes and cuddles. We're going to start appreciating social interaction. So, things will get better. Dear Auntie Nella, my husband has just been diagnosed with COPD, but won't follow the advice of his doctor. He doesn't turn up to any of his appointments, and he won't give up smoking. In fact, he's smoking more now than he ever did. He doesn't seem bothered in the slightest. I'm 32, he's 34, and we have a 4-year-old daughter. We argue all the time now because he says I'm just a massive naghead. I just don't know what to do. Help him, wonder if I should stick around. He's already said he expects me to care for him as his health declines, but he has the capability to improve health himself, but doesn't want to. Should I leave and focus on our daughter? I love him, but I can't actually stand him. Oh, now then, that's a good one, isn't it? Right, so he's been told that he's got COPD. Yeah, stopping smoking would actually improve his respiratory condition. He's not turning up to any of his appointments. He's not taking this quite serious, is he really? And you're worried to death. And you're having these arguments because you're saying, oh, stop smoking, it's no good for you. Don't do this. And so at the end of the day, you've sort of turned into sort of like a nag, okay? I'm not surprised you're nagging because you don't want him to die. You don't want to leave your 4-year-old daughter fatherless. And the fact that he said, when my health declines, you'll be looking after me. What? Because you've put yourself in this position and he's making it worse. He has every right to maybe cut down on his smoking. Giving up smoking's hard, but cut down on his smoking and maybe try and improve his health a lot. And he needs your support and he needs your love. So you walking out isn't doing that. But if he is sat there smoking, drinking, not looking after himself, and all you're doing is arguing, then it's not the safest place for your 4-year-old daughter. It's not a healthy relationship. So that's what you need to explain to him. You need to say to him, look, I love you so much. I don't want to lose you. And it worries me, it frightens me. Can't you see that? And I think sometimes a short, stark conversation about that, you know, do you not want to see your daughter grow up, maybe have a prom, leave school, get married? Do you not want to see that? Because carrying on like this, you won't. You won't see that. And do you want our daughter to see you in a bed, you know, being disabled and housebound? Because that's where you're going. So it's all right saying, shall I just leave him? Before we do that, we need to actually make sure that that's actually what you want. Because I think you're screaming out to me, I am petrified that I am going to lose him. And that's what you need to be telling him. So rather than nagging at him and rather than shouting and screaming and showing disappointment, you need to tell him how much you love him, how much your life would be nothing without him, and try and encourage him to stick around in life that bit longer for you and his daughter. You can't drag him to hospital appointments, doctor's appointments, but certainly make him know how much an appointment costs. And if he doesn't want to turn up to them, be kind enough to tell them that so they could give that appointment to somebody who does give a shit. Okay? And on that note, I am now going to finish Sunday service with a poem. I don't know who wrote the poem. I really don't. Feel free to switch off if my dulcet tone's getting on your bastard nerves. But I read this last night and it really, really made me feel good. And I thought, yes, we can do this. We're in this together. We can do this. So I'm going to read it out to you now. And maybe it'll help you like it helped me. Because my anxiety is through the fucking roof at these uncertain times. So it's called Apart But Together. And my apologies, I don't know who wrote it. So, I heard a little rumour, I don't know if it's true, that the world is going to be at peace for a month or maybe 2. The shooters cannot go out to shoot and the dealers cannot deal. The bombers can't throw their grenades so Mother Earth can heal. I heard that folk must stay at home and spend time with their kin. Slow down, relax and take a breath and find some peace within. I heard that food and water is being shared around, so everyone has got enough. World kindness has been found. The Queen and Kings and governments have settled for enough, instead of always wanting more whilst millions sleep in rough. The factories have all closed their doors and so have schools and bars. The atmosphere is clearer now and healthier world is ours. And though we may be worried about money, jobs and bills, we will notice beauty everywhere, blue skies, fresh lakes, green hills. The social isolation is really not a curse, a blessing in disguise, I'd say, to stop things getting worse. And when the month or two is over and we can go back to our lives, people will show gratitude that their loved ones all survived. Drugs and bombs and bullets will be put away for good. There will be no hate or bitterness. All children will have food. I'm not sure if it's a rumour, perhaps it's just a dream, but we're all in this together and we can make it as a team. I absolutely love that, and I've saved it on my screensaver and I keep reading it because it's giving me purpose and it's making me know that there's a reason we're doing this. So we're staying home, we're staying safe. It's a beautiful poem. Whoever wrote it, thank you. And I wish you all a wonderful day. I've put a bottle of Stella in every room in my house, so I'm going to go what feels like a pub crawl. But yeah, stay safe, stay home, look after each other. And if you have to go out, use your common sense, 2 metres apart, wash your hands, sing happy birthday. And I will keep coming to you with Nighttime with Nelly, Sunday services and lots of reviews. And if you need me to do anything else, then please ask me. Now my gym, Lean Gym, Paul Stannard, has set up an online thing that can help children. So I'm going to be coming to you and letting you know all these events that are taking place that we can do at home. So there we go. And I'm going to post that poem on my Facebook page. So you can all take a little look at it and think, no, I didn't write it. I did not write it. So you can all take a little look at it, maybe screenshot it and just think, yeah, okay. That is going to get me through. And if you're struggling with your anxiety like me, don't put too much pressure on yourself and just take it, not even day by day at the moment. I'm just taking a morning, then an afternoon, then an early evening, then an evening. I'm splitting things into quarters. And today's the first day that I've actually got up, showered and put a bit of makeup on. Because I just thought, I'm not going anywhere. But you know what? It'll make me feel better. So do things that are good for your mental health. And for all you frontline workers, thank you. Honest to God, I can't tell you how thankful I am to you all. Okay? Stay safe and I'll see you all very, very soon.